Howdy, y'all.
No, I'm gonna strangle you. I don't care if I spelt bang quiet wrong.
Bang quiet.
Bang quiet.
Oh no.
Did you guys not know this?
So,
No,
so on like the stupid little. Also, by the way, we're live now. I thought it was a funny transition. So like on those little announcement things I do, I put the title of the episode that we're on. So I accidentally said "Bang Quiet" of the Golden Witch.
Can't believe you would ban quiet like that.
Look, she's barely wearing any clothes. She can't be allowed on Twitch, except if she's in a hot tub.
Unfortunately, they nerfed that.
You know?
Oh, I thought you.
She's not great with water, so that's probably not a good idea.
I mean, she likes the water. Just don't drown her in it.
Fuck you! You're not my dad. I'm gonna drown her.
I am.
You know who else likes the water?
My mom!
You know
okay.
Oh yeah.
You know who else likes water?
Again, clap, clap.
Jesus Christ! AC just made me spit my soup into my monitor.
Oh,
You should clean that up.
Why was it open?
No, almost.
Oh,
Maybe you should unspit that soup.
Okay.
oh God! Don't ever do that ever again.
If you unspit it, I will unbirth you from existence.
Why am I looking at
If you spit it, if you unspit it, I will.
Lettuce. That's new.
I will revoke your right to speak.
What does that
Okay.
mean? What does that mean?
I'm just gonna server meet you if you get gross.
So this is actually this is the preemptive thing. Tomorrow I have a brand new, even more cool and expensive gaming headset coming in. The thing is about this particular gaming headset, the one that I'm using right now, is that it separates like the audio for voice chats and like the actual like computer audio. That's probably gonna go away. So everybody else is gonna sound really different the next stream.
Oh wait.
How so?
You mean tomorrow?
Interesting.
Yeah, actually, no.
Because if I remembered, we might be doing the finale of Danganronpa tomorrow.
Well, no, it's gonna sound different for you because you're the one streaming Danganronpa.
Oh.
Well, actually, nothing's gonna sound different on your guys. Then I'm saying for this channel here, the difference is here in this room, in this place, in my mind. I'm not even real. I'm just an orange. I'm an orange in a chair.
This meme right here.
Tell if you're real in your mind if you don't know if your eyes are real.
Exactly.
Well, joke's on you. Orange isn't even an orange. He's a Tropicana.
Actually,
tangerine.
I can't believe you call me out like this, B.
Hey!
an
I
orange.
was the one who told you that you look like a tangerine.
Imagine
I don't even know what that
those
I'll
were
post the meme.
words.
You know what that means?
This game contains images and lights.
This is gonna
It'd
be
be
a
the
little-
fruit or the color.
It's gonna be a fuck.
Actually,
It's
this
not gonna
game
fucking.
contains files. This game contains scenes in which we will get murdered
I have to
and
fucking-
copyright
I have
The
to turn off
strike.
the
qualification
goddamn-
of the game contains
I have to
files
turn
that
off
we cannot show
fucking-
you because they are spoilers.
I can't believe that
Oh
Umineko
God, there's so much
contains
music.
hidden files for fucking Halo Infinite. Damn.
That's no. You see, this is those files that I changed are holding you all back from being spoiled out of your goddamn mind whenever the opening plays.
No, they won't spoil me, so it's alright.
Very true. Very
man.
true. My man. My boy.
Yeah, but there's still some of us here that don't want to be spoiled by that.
That's
Yeah.
the plan. All right. Why the
Oh,
fuck?
shoot, I
Oh,
forgot
time
renew
to
my
get into it.
insurance.
As I say,
here.
they show a corpse in the opening. They show some shit.
Yeah. I believe that Ronave gets fucking dropped in like the first like almost cut of like the opening for like it was in this mod or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Same with
Oh, wow, really?
And you
same
see
with
him
Cannon's
episode
energy
1 in the
sword.
opening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cannon's energy sword, the witch battle, Shannon's shield thingy, Ronave existing, are just some of the few spoilers
There
I
we
can
go,
think of that I can even say.
There's even like fucking
Yes.
like
Alright,
there are characters we haven't even gotten to yet in that fucking
I
A
can
whole
see
lot,
it.
you think.
Why the fuck is it capturing my
Wireless
goddamn my
pop
shit?
filter.
What the fuck? Hold on. 1 second, it's capturing my mouse. Don't do that. That's weird. That's creepy. That's gross. I don't like that. Okay. Alright, start episode.
Well, anyways, this episode of Umineko is brought to you by marionettes.
So true, bestie. Hi, Ramen.
Marionettes.
What?
Marionettes?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's
Well,
for
Pinocchio.
folks-
If you don't know,
for fuck's
you don't
sake.
know. But if you know, you know.
I do not know.
It's a puppet.
Oh, why don't you get out the typewriter?
Yeah, so the people at home aren't gonna have to deal with that. You people in here are you people. When
Yeah,
being
that's crazy.
besieged by your true enemy, isn't so much that the fear that when being besieged, your true enemy isn't so much the fear of an unseen culprit, as it is keeping such fears alive for long periods of time.
This episode of Umineko is brought to you by a puppet with its strings cut.
There is a reason. Okay. Maria got bored and started complaining that she wanted to watch TV. There's no TV in the lobby, so she decided to return to the cousin's room on the second floor. Return. Yeah. The adults probably wanted to make sure Maria wasn't left on her own. They told all the children to go to the second floor cousin's room. George, who was grief-stricken by the loss of his fiancée, led the cousins up to the second floor without any resistance. At first, Nanjo had been reading a book in the lobby, but when he noticed the relatives looking like they wanted to discuss something sinister, he said, "It seems I'm in the way," and returned to his room on the second floor.
I'm starving. And if we just keep sitting around, we'll get sleepy, too.
It's only natural. We didn't get any sleep at all last night.
We will probably end up being barricaded here for a full 24 hours. It may be wiser to take naps in turn instead of overstressing ourselves.
True. My husband and I will remain here. So I ask that anyone having trouble staying awake will take it. I did not get to finish reading
Alright.
that long. You stay awake and take it easy and rest. Our opponent might be expecting that, right? Even if they couldn't defeat this many people, if that number shrinks enough, they may plan to use that moment to strike.
There are 7 of us here. So we could take 3-hour shifts in pairs. Tomorrow morning's a long way off. We still have some energy now, but tonight's going to be tough.
Sure will.
Yeah, for some reason my computer is saying internet is non-existent, but my router is working, so just go on without me. I will figure this out.
Okay, keep going.
Just do it through the phone.
I know
Anyone
that's one
sleeping?
day. Yeah, but then he'd literally be phoning it in.
Har har. Keep going, AC.
Don't overdo it and get some rest.
Hideyoshi looked around at everyone to see who wanted to sleep first, but no one volunteered. Everyone was just as tired, but no one was bold enough to go to sleep right away. Everyone was just as tired, but no one was bold enough to go to sleep right away. Their fear of the unknown culprit was just as strong as their sleepiness.
Nobody? Well, don't overdo it, everyone.
If we get tired, we'll deal with it then. I'll admit I'm sleepy, but I'm not in the mood right now.
As Ava spoke sharply, she reread the second letter from Beatrice, which had been found in the boiler room. Beatrice sent them 2 letters, which had repeatedly told them to solve the riddle of the epitaph. And she'd even provoked them by saying she'd give up her assets and the headship if they could solve it. Ava took out a notebook and opened it to a page with the epitaph copied onto it.
Is this that epitaph? Yes. I hate doing what the culprit says. But we do have time to waste. I think it's the perfect way to stave off boredom.
Not a bad way to kill time. Why don't we challenge it together as siblings?
Can I borrow that? I'll rewrite it just a little larger. Natsuhi-san, do you have a slightly larger piece of paper? There should be paper in the servant room. I will bring some.
Natsuhi immediately brought a blank B4 sheet of paper from the servant room. Kyrie borrowed Ava's notebook, wrote the epitaph on the paper, and laid it out on the table. Then everyone quickly peered down at it. They automatically formed a crowd.
I've heard
about get out of here, you son of a bitch!
Hey.
Ah! Oh, fuck, I've been discovered! Fuck!
Get out of here, Okanogi, your time isn't here yet!
Oh, fuck, they're on to me! God!
Wow, that was interesting.
Dad, shoot him with your gun, penis!
No, he takes
Just like back in Vietnam!
They take off Hideyoshi's like mask, like Scooby-Doo, and it's Okanogi. He's like, I wouldn't have done get away with it too if it weren't for your meddling kids.
And
wow,
the internet.
This is almost like Higurashi said.
Oh no! Alright, go ahead.
I've heard about it, but really, this is a tough riddle. So right now they're figuring out the riddle?
They're taking some time to actually try and solve the epitaph.
But really, this is a tough riddle. I don't have a clue. It's still... Oh god, the stream turned on!
Ooh. What it's talking about.
Sorry.
Double voices.
At one point, I also did my best to try to solve it, but I was just as clueless.
If you did know, you wouldn't have come all the way out here with a plan to make money. After all, it's 10 tons of gold we're talking about.
This is the first time I've read it through it seriously, but... roughly speaking, couldn't it be split into 3 parts?
I've been thinking since last night, but you really are a good thinker, Kyrie-san.
Duh.
Perhaps you'll be able to easily identify this riddle that we couldn't. Yeah. Kyrie is sharp. She might find a more interesting take on it if she comes in without any confusing biases.
That's right. Kyrie-san, would you mind giving us your honest opinion after reading the epitaph? I doubt you'll find it useful. You all give me too much credit.
That's fine, just say whatever comes into your head. Let's hear your thoughts. The hints you give always help me out when I'm worried.
Oh, so I have been helpful. It's nice to finally hear about this now.
Come on, don't I always thank you?
You two sure are close. I'm jealous.
Well, of course, we're still married.
And the rest of us would also love to hear these hints of yours. We're just killing time anyways, so relax, okay?
Kyrie was disturbed at being praised so highly for something so strange. But they had all the time in the world. Realizing that this was just a way to waste time, she decided to accept the role that she'd been given.
Sorry, one sec. He's not? Weird, I thought he was under the bed. Okay. Well, I thought he was under the bed, but what do you know?
I'm sure I'll say something off the mark, but no, I'm kidding.
Doggy break.
I know.
No. Actually, my sister was looking for one of our other dogs who may or may not have been hiding under my bed.
Still doggy break. Must find cute doggy.
Giving me major
break
episode
you,
1
got him.
vibes.
It turns out
Well, his name
he
is
wasn't under the
Spartacus,
bed.
so
Which one?
he's the oldest dog we've got. 10 years old, Shih Tzu.
I thought they were all Spartacus.
Is that a joke?
Yes.
It's
So
a
Do you
this-
not know I am Spartacus?
I'm Spartacus.
This is
I'm
random, but
Spartacus.
the next time that somebody donates a penny, can you just write "huh" like HUH and a question mark a couple times? It sounds really funny whenever you do it. I swear. Like, huh?
How much?
Like just whenever you donate a penny, just go "huh."
Okay, yeah, that's
Huh?
pretty good.
I got double audio for nothing, Christ. I didn't even get to hear it.
Give it a sec.
Huh?
Huh? Wait, little Bo's gonna do it too.
Ha ha ha.
Everybody be quiet.
I didn't do it right. Alright, okay, hold on. Just say the line, Con. Hold on.
1 second.
Sure.
Alright.
Huh.
I'm sure I'll say something off the mark, but...
Yes.
Well, I'll put forward my ideas.
Indeed. What did you mean in the beginning about how it could be divided into 3 parts, roughly speaking?
Sans Undertale, ha ha ha.
It's like Orange has a big little bitch.
I didn't think that would hit you so hard.
Yes.
Yes?
Bone, no,
Yes.
Bone fucking wrote Sans Undertale. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now I got goddamn hiccups. Shit. Alright.
Oh boy.
Alright, anyways, Kraus, take it away.
Indeed.
keep
What
doing
did you mean in the beginning about how it could be divided into 3 parts, roughly speaking?
Ooh.
Well, I just mean what I said. I think that overall the epitaph can be divided into 3 sections.
Get dunked on zero range.
First,
ha
there
ha
are the 5 lines up until "There sleeps the key to the gold." Up until this point is the first part, which directs you to the location of the key. And then there's the part formed by the 11 lines up until the 10th twilight, which refer to the location of the Golden Land itself. And the remaining 6 lines make up the part after the Golden Land has been reached. I see. It can be divided into 3 parts about the cave, the Golden Land, and the Golden Land's treasure.
Even we have been able to grasp that much. The 3 sections that refer to the key, the door, and the treasure.
Nissan, don't butt in any more than you have to. Ugh. Let Kyrie-san speak her ideas freely.
Kyrie, please continue. We see it the same way you do so far. So then?
I wonder about the meaning of that thing in the beginning, the beloved hometown.
Normally that would refer to where grandfather lived, right? Since father went to all the trouble of telling us that it's beloved, we can imagine that it's a hometown he had strong feelings for. Did father come from Odawara? Odawara is definitely where he was born. But I don't think that's the hometown he loved. I imagine all of his siblings have the same place in mind. Right. This probably isn't Odawara. From what I've heard, he had a very fun time as a youth.
Being made the Ushuramiya family head was probably Dad's greatest bit of misfortune in life. Probably. Father didn't actually want to become the head.
So where is this place? Is there a river there where sweetfish swim?
Maybe there was at the time. There's been a lot of developments there since then, and the sweetfish might have disappeared. It would be extremely difficult to investigate whether sweetfish were there during Father's boyhood years.
And there probably isn't just a single river. I believe we all gave this a thorough investigation geographically. You even went to the actual place to investigate directly, right, Ava?
That was only as a vacation. But the townscape had changed completely since Father's time. After all, it was caught up in that war, wasn't it? By now, even precisely locating the place Father lived is impossible. I imagine that if Father went there himself now, even he wouldn't be able to pick out the place he'd lived anymore.
Well, after all, those guys have also gone through a remarkable recovery.
Does the part about a Sweetfish River bring any place name clearly to mind? Any at all?
Well, yeah. After all, they're sweetfish, right? People say they live in rivers with clean water, so there are countless rivers that might work. Any stream Dad innocently went sweetfish fishing in was probably buried by the development later. It'd be different if we had a map from before the war or a person who knew a lot about how the area was before the war, but...
It probably isn't something like that.
What do you mean?
My beloved hometown. You who seek the Golden Land, follow its path downstream in search of the key. After these two lines, there's a single blank line. Something is being presented with just these two lines. What if the next three lines continue based upon that something?
What do you... Sorry, stop this. What do you mean something is being presented?
I don't know. At any rate, what we can get from these two lines alone isn't something vague, like the question of which river it might be, but the clear presentation of the keyword river. It may be that this isn't a river with water flowing down it. The Sweetfish River might actually be some kind of metaphor. What sort of impressions does the word sweet fish give?
Sweet fish are like salmon. They're freshwater fish, but they go out into the ocean right after they're born. What?
I'm just remembering back to those frisky salmon photos again.
Oh yeah, the horny salmon.
The demon salmon? The horny demon salmon?
Yes,
Wait, the horny
Yeah.
demon? Why? Oh my god.
Dude, does Snoo Snoo really turn everybody into a beast?
No, it's the
What?
need, it's the need
They
for
give me
Snoo Snoo.
Give me beak and sharper
I
teeth,
live in
yeah.
the northwest, and those fish are constantly harassing the rivers.
How do you harass an entire river?
I can't believe Zaz is
You say
disappointing
some
in
really
us again.
mean sexual things to it.
Imagine sexually harassing the whole ass river.
I could do it.
You have a whore mouth.
That's what the dolphins are for.
That's just how the river goes out into the ocean. Come on.
No. You're just saying that. For some reason now I'm just picturing a river with an ass made out of rock.
Lady with one too many tributaries.
There's probably
All right.
anime girl river.
Funny whore rivers over.
Oh.
Go.
When they get big,
Or a river?
when the rivers get big, when they get big, they go back to the river to live there, and then they spawn there and end their lives there. Well, they leave their home at one point, but when they get big, they come back and lay eggs. Might be able to link that to the idea of clan prosperity.
Oh? They're freshwater fish, but they can live in the ocean? I didn't know that. I figured river fish wouldn't be able to live in the sea.
And they are called sweet fish because they have a pleasant aroma. I've never eaten one, but I have heard they can be quite delicious when grilled with salt.
What's that, Natsui-san? You never even eaten salt-grilled sweet fish? They're delicious. You should try it sometime soon.
It is a food for commoners.
I work at fast food, you bitch.
Hardly appropriate for your mouth.
This is just my wild idea. But the impression I get from a sweetfish river makes me suspect a family tree. The sweetfish go out into the ocean for a time, but they return to the river where they were born to spawn, right? It reminds me of myself. You're right. By this point, I can confess that I've sometimes suspected that it refers to you and Maria-chan.
I see. If you follow the river downstream, you will find a village. If you go down the family tree, all you find is Maria's name. Only her name has a Sato, the character father uses for village here.
Isn't that right? But as you all know, father doesn't like Maria. And he almost never speaks with her. And in the past, father told me to give Maria a completely different name. I just decided to go with Maria on my own. Father was very mad about that. Given that, it's very hard to imagine that he would reference Maria's name in his precious epitaph about who would succeed his wealth and inheritance. Have you ever let Maria-chan read the epitaph? Yes, of course.
but it looked as though she didn't have a clue.
Sorry, taking notes.
Okay.
And she kept going on about the same occult stuff and how it was a resurrection ceremony for the witch.
A connection between Father and Maria? Certainly they do share that occult hobby, but they've never interacted. I can't imagine that it refers to Maria either.
What sticks out to me is how he went out of his way to add beloved to that first line. Like you all said just now, if Father was reluctant about becoming the Yoshiromiya family head, would he have fond memories for anything connected to that? I don't think this can be Odawara, which represents the Yoshiromiya family head. I believe this word beloved here at the beginning must refer to a place full of very important memories to Father.
Well, that's fine. It would be hard to pinpoint since we don't even have a trace of a map from that time. But at any rate, there were probably several rivers with sweet fish swimming in them near Dad's hometown during his youth.
That's if we're looking for a river with water flowing down it, right? And then... Go on, Kyrie-san.
I don't really understand the three lines starting with, if you follow the river downstream, you'll find a village. It's probably linked to the two lines about the Sweet Fish River. I imagine it's something we'd understand automatically if we knew what the Sweet Fish River really was. Until we figure that out, it's probably useless to...
Riri! No! Bad puppy! Riri! Hey! No! Shoot!
Oh, jeez.
Fork.
Roar.
XD.
I didn't say roar. We're all.
I thought you said roar.
Sorry.
If it was, it would be RAR XD.
Also, what is
just
it?
like Jacko Valentine?
Oh,
or I guess it's just Jacko now.
O is a funny thing that you can do for fucking
O?
Yeah. If you do O for the bot, not the bot, the text to speech, it sometimes sounds funny too. Like O with a question mark.
Pounces on you.
Oh well.
Not
Sorry
that.
about that. Remus was trying to bark at my door again.
Why does your dog hate the door so much?
No, whenever he hears somebody moving around or coming into the front of the house, all the dogs go nuts and that sets him off. So then he just barks at the door because he wants out.
It's called a chain reaction of barking.
How do you do text to speech again on Discord? Oh, speak message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's only for you.
Only for you.
Oh, yeah,
You just use bits.
it can't read hiragana.
Until we figure that out, it's probably useless to try and solve these three lines any further.
So we're stuck unless we know what the Sweet Fish River really is. And there's no guarantee it even means a literal river. Seriously? What's up with the sweet fish? Did Dad like to eat them? Or does it have some special meaning? Is it pointless to read too deeply into it?
If you don't have both a micro and a macro perspective, your field of vision grows narrow. It might be better to be flexible and avoid thinking too deeply. focusing on an abstract image of a river where fish swim or something that can flow. Up or down? Then the answer behind the Sweetfish River passes through the next 3 lines.
And I didn't get to read the rest of that line.
Oh, sorry, I thought you did.
It makes its way to the key to the Golden Land. If you think about it this way, I wonder if it was a mistake to split it into 3 parts. There's actually 4 parts. Go down the Sweetfish River. Find the key to the Golden Land. Journey to the Golden Land. And the treasure of the Golden Land.
Truly intriguing. Well, you've gone this far. Would you mind continuing and telling us your opinion on the most central portion of the epitaph? Up to the point where we reach the Golden Land on the 10th twilight?
That's the most symbolic, and also the most disturbing part. Since the word sacrifices keeps coming up, I can't help but think it has something to do with Father's occult ceremonies. How do you see it, Kyrie-san?
Kyrie recrossed her arms several times, peering into the paper with the epitaph copied onto it, as though she were looking through it.
This is very difficult. It starts with the one who obtains the key. So you probably won't be able to continue without knowing what the key means. I'll have to give up on that, but I'll take a shot at trying to solve it anyway. Just like how the Sweetfish River isn't necessarily a river with water flowing down it. It's also doubtful that this key is actually something shaped like a key. Right. It might also be a code or a keyword. After all, this key isn't something to be stuck into a keyhole. If it's something that selects 6 people to be sacrificed for their first twilight. In that sense, we can say for sure that this key isn't being used to open the door to the Golden Land. But what a disturbing key it is. A key that can choose 6 human sacrifices.
How would such a key select anything? How would a key select anything? Do you spin it like a roulette?
This key indicates a certain group of 6 people. No, we should say it indicates a certain group of 6 things. If this doesn't mean a literal command to offer sacrifices. For example, it could be an anagram.
An anagram? Do you mean playing with letters?
Yes. I've been thinking about it ever since Rosa started talking about the family tree. And about how village was a part of Maria-chan's name. It seems that ever since the words beloved hometown came up, Rudolph-san, for example, has assumed that this epitaph points to some coordinates or some other geological feature, but that may not be the case. This could be some kind of puzzle, or maybe playing with letters.
Sorry about that.
Forgive me. But how does one play with letters?
Oh my god, why not see?
Oh, well, it's like sucker Mary barrels.
Okay, I really want to know what the
you get when you pick out the E's and the R's.
What are you gonna be saying to you?
Like that. Well, you were raised well, Natsuki-san, so you probably don't know.
Oh god, Natsuki, no! You're
Suck my-
God.
Oh yeah, we got to the scene.
Oh god.
Suck my
I was actually waiting for this scene.
So, hey, quick thing. Don't search up sucker Mary berries on barrels on fucking Google. Holy shit, I'm getting spoilers.
Wait, can I hear that in Japanese? I'm very curious what that's like in Japanese.
I think it would just be, if we want to go with that, it would be Saka Mary Barus.
I mean, they might just say
It is probably a completely different expression.
Oh, I understand what the joke is. Oh, fuck off.
Nice.
Suck my balls. Get it?
My balls.
He figured it out.
But yeah, is
Oh
it
my
okay
God,
if we hear that in
that is-
Japanese? I'm very curious.
Okay, now I have to play Natsuhi and actually just go ahead and succumb to it, because fuck Natsuhi, no, Rudolph, you suck.
Actually, yeah, here, we can see this in Japanese. Just give me a second. Also, guys, you guys have to look away in the config menu over more, because look, you can see
look,
there's
look away.
Rona. No, you don't have to anymore, because look, see,
Oh,
look,
we
there's
don't?
Ronave, there's Vergilia. Nobody
I don't even
else.
see Vergilia.
She's right there on the bottom right.
Bottom
Right?
right.
Oh yeah,
My boy
probably would not-
Ronave would be on the bottom left.
I probably would not have known.
カチンカチンみたいなやつさ。歯を抜いたらなにみたいな。夏日さんは育ちがいいから知らねえだろ。
Did you get any of that, Con?
That's what Rudolph sounds like in Japanese?
He sounds like Majima.
Yeah, you didn't know
Yeah,
that?
he sounds like Majima.
He voices Sajima.
I
He's
was
actually Sajima.
actually about to say, who the fuck played audio of Majima over Umineko just now?
It's not Majima, Saijima.
But yeah, Con, did you get any of that? Did you understand what he said there?
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Oh, he just said "suck my balls" in Japanese.
Yeah, it's basically the same
I
thing.
can't believe Rudolph canonically went. It's
my
the same thing.
Sugma.
I was gonna say Candace.
Suck my balls,
He
Natsuhi.
basically made a D's nuts joke.
God.
Wait, what was the
Oh, yeah,
equivalent? Wait, what was the Japanese equivalent, Con?
It's translating it would kind of ruin the pun.
I mean, we already know the pun.
It's a pun. It's not going to make any sense in another
I'm
language.
just curious what he said. That was the equivalent.
Mm,
Let's talk about this later.
But why?
yeah,
Let's get back to the story.
All right.
because we're already taking a little too much time up on this, so that may be something you might want to actually talk about with the guys here, so they
Well,
can.
We
give
need
you
to see Natsuhi's reaction.
Yeah.
Mary, take out the E's and R's, huh?
Stop it. It is an undignified game, inappropriate for you.
Oh my god, I never thought I'd say this, but thank you, Kraus!
Only Natsuhi didn't get it, and had a blank look on her face. It seemed she'd only guessed that the answer had been something undignified. Going by Rudolph and Ava's
Laughter.
Don't say
His chuckles.
snick-
His chortles.
snickering.
Chortles.
Oh yeah, that's the one you were talking about. Fuck.
Chuckles.
Natsuhine-san. It's something like this.
Wait, oh, I guess I got 3,000 clicks, baby!
This is just something from Maria's Book of Riddles, okay? There's this thing called a Tanaki Notebook. It's a notebook written like a code with a lot of tas mixed in it. And if you remove all of the tas, then the true paragraph pops up. It's a game like that. Ah. Oh, I see.
Natsuhi finally realized the answer to the undignified riddle Rudolph had posed, and her face grew red as she hung her head in embarrassment.
So maybe kill actually means remove in that sense, right? Yes. I also thought that. Pardon me. It's possible that the key to the Golden Land is a word with 6 characters.
Hideyoshi.
Sorry. In other words, the ta from Tanaki Notebook is actually 6 characters here. This is getting complicated.
Playing with letters, is it? In Japan, it really feels like a child's game, but it's apparently a stylish form of humor among intellectuals in the English world. It's easy to imagine that Father was interested in it.
But by this point, I quickly lose my ability to understand it. Up until this part, it may have been filled with mysteries, but it was extremely sequential. Sweetfish River, go down it, then find the key. All of that is extremely sequential. As a result, we can guess that we gain a 6-character key. But in that case, we don't know what we kill the 6 characters from.
That's right. Where do we pull the 6 characters from? It doesn't tell us.
On the second twilight, there are those who remain. Which means that at the very least, that something has a limited number of characters. You could read it like it's telling you to continue with the remaining characters after the first 6 characters are removed. And yet, we don't know what this something is, even though it should have been told to us at the beginning. Are we wrong even in our assumption that this is playing with letters?
Everyone crossed their arms and fell silent. It felt like they were about to reach a novel understanding they hadn't managed before. They stumbled just one step short. And Hideyoshi's stomach rumbled heartily. That silence was broken by laughter.
The sound of my stomach sounds like a dog. Sorry. Strangely enough, by spinning the gears in my head for a change, my stomach's gone completely empty. Looks like I can't stand missing breakfast.
Natsuhi, isn't there anything to eat here?
There should at least be enough set aside for breakfast. I will prepare it.
I'm also starving, like I said before, and I'll bet those brats above us are the same. Still, I doubt there's enough for the 18 people here, much less a full 3 meals, right?
That's right. It'll be a long journey till tomorrow. Maybe we'd better take a trip back to the mansion and fish around for some camp food or something in the kitchen.
There's nothing more than crackers and snacks here, but if that will be sufficient, I can get them ready for you all. But with this many people, there might not be any left for lunch.
That will do for now. Would you mind getting those ready?
It looked like the men had been taken over with an appetite that stopped all thought. The atmosphere grew more peaceful, and the Epitaph investigation team split up for the time being. But Ava kept staring at that paper the epitaph was written on like she was going to burn a hole through it.
Playing around with the letter was nothing more than a theory of mine. There's a chance it's mistaken. Ava-san, don't take it too seriously, okay? Thank you. I'll just keep doing this on my own. Would you mind leaving me alone?
Ava spoke coldly. Kyrie didn't bother her anymore, and instead went to help Natsuhi prepare breakfast.
Nei-san. Shouldn't we also help prepare breakfast? Then you go help. I'm busy solving this. Sorry. Then I'll help. Good grief. How can you be like that? Huh? The Yoshiramiya family headship will be given to the person who solves this epitaph. It looks like you've given up from the beginning, as if it has nothing to do with you. But if you can solve it, there's a chance even you'll be able to receive the headship. This is a chance to steal everything away from Nissan. Why aren't you taking such a once-in-a-lifetime chance more seriously?
Rosa hung her head, unsure of how she should answer. Too late, she regretted carelessly speaking to her sister when she was in a bad mood.
If you've noticed anything, say so. Even though Kyrie-san and I were thinking hard, you just kept nodding your head, didn't you? Come on. Isn't there anything you've noticed? Anything at all? Come on!
Come on!
Come on.
Come on!
Come on!
Come.
Don't you think this part's strange? Strange? What is? This word, Golden Land. The word Golden Land comes up several times. So what? Do you get some keywords by splitting up the characters in Golden Land? That's not it. Look, isn't just the 10th, 9th, 10th Twilight strange? Huh? Oh. Even though they're all written the Golden Land, Ogonkyo, for some reason, this one has the home of the gold, Ogon no Sato.
Oh god, this bullshit.
He explicitly mixed in the character no, changing the phrasing. It vaguely bugged me that it's only said differently here. It's not like it means anything. This is father we're talking about. It could just be a coincidental change in how he said the word.
Orange, may I ask a question?
You may ask a question.
Alright, feel free to confirm nor deny this. Oh man, that thing's happening. But would somebody be able to solve this epitaph if they did not speak a lick of Japanese and they did not put these little Japanese character breakdowns?
Maybe.
I mean, I guess that
done.
That's the ultimate answer is maybe. You might be able to solve it.
Would it help if I was native Japanese and was able to look at the characters in Japanese?
Even if you could look at the characters, there's a very vital piece of information you can get out of just the names. That being said, please don't look up anything about the epitaph, I swear to God.
Yeah, you will get hardcore spoiled.
I like my kneecaps, I will not look it up.
Also, she said boring.
Yeah.
About the
epitaph and,
names?
Japanese characters and everything. I think I have a doc
boring.
for it.
If you want the Japanese characters, you can ask B, I guess.
Oh, what is boring?
Boring. Boring.
My. Ara. What on earth is this child grumbling about?
She's probably annoyed by all the tips you gave Battler, madam.
Not really. That doesn't annoy me. On the contrary, I'm happy to see that Eustace Battler finally reached a level where he can match me.
Oh. Did Battler-kun and I get a little too close? Perhaps us old fogies had best leave you young'uns alone.
When Virgilia and Runaway giggled and cackled, Beatrice's irritation meter finally reached its limit.
God, enough with everyone laughing at me. Runaway, vanish for a while. Disappear! Disappear!
Certainly. Then I shall rest for the time being.
Olé.
Later, bitch.
Runaway bowed his head, still laughing, and vanished.
Well, off
After
to
that,
visit your mother.
Off to visit your mother. After that, all remained was the grumpy and irritated figure of Beatrice. And Virgilia, who was coolly enjoying her tea.
When you said there are no more than 18 people on this island, you actually cornered yourself.
I feel like if Yasuhiro was here, he would say something like, so I bet there's less than 18 people on the island.
Ugh, I knew it. I did have this feeling it might be a bit too early. I suppose that was right after all, wasn't I? Wasn't it?
If you had led him further astray first, things might have been different. But as it was, that trump card was a real waste. You ended up rousing him instead.
In addition to denying the witch, Battler possessed a second victory condition, one of explaining everything without suspecting one of the 18. It was at that point when he'd been tossed about by two opposing goals, and his heart should have been at its weakest. However, Beatrice had used the right carelessly, proclaiming that there were no more than 18 people on the island. Because of that, Battler had been forced to suspect one of the 18 people. And he had finally begun to build up the resolve he needed to accept that. Battler was stubborn. But that was exactly why fissures would run all through him, like breaking china, when he was struck in a fragile spot. That itself should have been his greatest weak point. But
did I get a little too careless after my complete victory last time?
Yes, you were too careless. The last game was a difficult one for Battler-kun, and probably for many others. But it seems this game will become a difficult one for you.
A broken vase will never return to its original form. So, it would be more constructive to think of a next move rather than regretfully picking up the pieces. Also, bitch, don't vibe check me. Next time I'll vibe check you. However, now that Battler's figured out as much as he has, how should I plot against him?
Ho 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 ho. Your troubled face is an even better snack than Ronave's cookies.
Ugh. You and Battler. Even Ronave are treating me like sweets now. Even though I'm not sweet at all. I am a 100% purebred firecracker oatmeal raisin cookie that will kick your ass faster than you can say low calorie.
with a shameful, childlike face that she would never have shown in front of Battler, Beatrice rolled her head around on top of the table.
Ugh, teacher. At least give me a hint.
Oh? What kind of hint?
If you know some really good move that'll leave Battler speechless and make him wanna accept me, I won't ask you to say alright, so, even if it's just a hint.
Ho 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 ho. I can't.
Oh.
I am on Battler-kun's side right now. So I couldn't teach you something that would give you an advantage.
Come on, don't be so stingy. Please, for me? Your disciple's in trouble, right?
I seem to remember you brazenly boasting that you had surpassed your teacher.
I'm begging here. Please act like an old person and give me just a bit of your crafty ideas. Please? It's mean if you only help Battler.
My. You're still a spoiled child.
And you're still a cunt. What else is true?
But it's true that I may have given Battler-kun a few too many hints. It did serve as a scolding to you. But perhaps it was a little too much support for a fair game.
Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Please, teacher. At least just a hint now.
This is only a hint. Think about what it means by yourself, okay?
Yeah. I'm thinking about it myself, so please. Please. Give me one that'll leave Battler down in the dumps, teacher.
Considering how she acted like a great and mighty witch in front of Badler, the way she acted when he wasn't around was truly pathetic. Virgilia sighed at how childish Beato still was, despite all the time that had passed.
Then just a hint. Do you know of Aesop's fable, The North Wind and the Sun?
Of course. It's a story about how the North Wind and the Sun challenge each other to see who can steal the cloak off a traveler, right?
That's right. Violent, impatient methods aren't necessarily the best decisions in all cases.
You don't have to tell me that. I've already reflected on the mistakes I made when I was too anxious to achieve victory.
Think well about what this means. And furthermore, there's one point that Battler seems to be misunderstanding a bit. But he isn't the only one. Do you understand the victory conditions of this game?
What else is there other than making Battler surrender?
See? You're already wrong there.
How am I wrong?
Your victory isn't making Battler-kun surrender. Isn't it making Battler-kun accept your existence?
What's this? You want me to butter him up, begging him to accept me as a witch? Ugh, how foolish! I haven't sunk that low!
Grrr. Grrr. Beato got like a dog in a bad mood. Virgilia shrugged her shoulders, snickering at her disciple, who was as short-tempered as ever.
That is my hint. For the rest, you'll have to consider deeply on your own. In any event, your moves up until now will not work on Battler-kun. A significant tactical adjustment will probably be required.
I don't need you to tell me that. Humph! I don't have a clue what you mean by the north wind and the sun. But at any rate, I realize I'll have to alter my course. I'll introduce a scheme clever enough to surprise even you, teacher.
Oh. I look forward to it. I wonder how Battler-kun will tackle that. I wish you good luck as well.
After Battler, you mean? Are you gonna give up and resign already? I guess you are that tired. If only you just grab a futon and sleep.
Wait, what?
Sorry, it's the Terezi gif. Thank you, Noir. As my mind grew and vague and I pretended to fight my drowsiness while sinking deeper and deeper into the sofa, I scolded myself. You also dreamed about stealing the position of head family from Kraus, right? Even though my magic's giving you a chance, are you already throwing it away? You could say that, but this riddle is really hard. Even a wire puzzle would be better. At least in that case, you know for sure it's solvable. But in the case of this epitaph riddle, we've been given no reason to be sure of that. I might just be fighting a useless battle. Still hazy, I looked at the notebook I'd been holding the whole time. It was open to a page with the epitaph, which I must have stared at hard enough to burn holes in it on so many hundreds of nights I've lost count.
The page truly is a door. This is supposed to be you doing it. I don't know. Are you taking notes?
I know,
Okay.
sorry, I'm taking notes at the same time.
Alright,
That
understandable.
page is truly a door. On the other side lies the Golden Land, the place I've wanted to drag myself to no matter the effort ever since I was a child. And the place I was never able to reach. Am I touching the doorknob with both hands? With the book? No. A door right there in front of me, ready to be opened. And it's still unable to reach the other side.
That's right. Your hand is already on the door. Come on. Open it with all your strength.
I have to ask,
Why is she British?
Why is she British? Can't
Was I
believe
doing
Ava
the
had
British default?
You just sound like a kid. Like, just do like a younger voice, sounding voice, like this.
Oh my god,
Why
guys,
does
you
younger
can't just
Brit-
ask why she's British.
British!
Why is younger Ava? I almost called her my name. Why is younger Ava not only sound older but British as well?
Younger Ava.
Yo, why does a younger Avery sound British?
Ah! I almost did that myself. To be fair,
Not the 4 kids dub of Umineko, and that was named Avery.
ah,
Every.
ever.
Oh wait,
Every-
they westernized the already Western names.
I can't believe they translated Battler's name to Fight.
Ronald.
It's Fight's dad, Ricky,
You mean battle?
Should
and his mom, Carrie.
Just do like a lighter.
Karen.
Just do like a lighter sounding voice. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to like keep any of like older Ava in there. Just like this. Like, you know, like how you did Mio and fucking Higurashi.
You mean Mion?
Younger talking now.
You mean Maria?
okay.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Your hand is already on the door. Come on, open it with all your strength.
There you go.
Then read the characters written on the door.
Open it with all my strength. Read the characters written on the door.
Strain your eyes.
sees through to the thing beyond the epitaph written in the notebook. The beloved hometown definitely won't betray our expectations. The only pass Father ever held dear happened during his childhood years.
That's right. Then what about the Sweetfish River? There are several rivers where they swim, and there's reason to doubt that this just refers to one close to the place Father lived. If we take out a map and start calculating which rivers with Sweetfish were closest.
Sorry, taking notes as well.
Things will quickly get vague, and we won't be able to narrow it down.
Didn't you say it yourself? You said it didn't have to be a river with water flowing down it. If the word Sweetfish is too complicated, why not forget it? Think of a river. A river. Linking it with a family tree wasn't a bad idea. Try thinking of how to link a river with something else along those lines.
It isn't a river? But where else could Sweetfish swim? No, but if we're talking about places Sweetfish can swim, then maybe the ocean has something to do with this. Didn't my husband even say they go into the ocean even though they're river fish? To the ocean. No. But... Huh?
Did you notice? But that's just a faint memory. There's supposed to be a room for storing books in this building, right? If you investigate, you can make sure.
If that's the Sweetfish River... And if the key might be a 6-character word... Then could the key actually be resting in that river? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I have to search in an atlas. But even if I know that, I don't know from what I should take the 6 characters.
You really don't know? Think deeply. We're pretty smart, so our ideas are solid. Don't think of it like it's something as massive as the riddle of the epitaph, but like a child's riddle. Men are always children, no matter how old they get. I mean, look at the ones you're currently talking to in this forum. Even if Father has advanced to old age, that doesn't change the fact that he's essentially a child at heart. Throw away your awe of Father. Think of it like it's a wordless infantile game with riddles, like the ones Maria suddenly brought out on the boat.
Riddles. Worth infantile. Huh. Huh. Sure, that was... What was it? I'm sure if my memory isn't wrong, that it's probably the case. No, I don't have to rely on my vague memory. I should be able to figure that out immediately by searching the library.
We've probably already noticed the answer. All that's left is to investigate whether it's correct or not. Come on, Ava. Let's go to the library, making sure no one sees us. There, we should find a mountain of thick books that didn't fit in Father's study. I'm sure we'll find a book that answers our questions. Quickly. This is the first and last chance we'll ever get to make our dreams come true.
When Natsuhi tried to lay a blanket over her, Ava suddenly jumped up.
Sorry, taking some notes. I think I'm having the same epic brain blast that Ava was having.
I zoned out hard during a lot of that brain study.
Really? That was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, just broken brain I have. My brain is like a recorder that's on the fritz at all times, where it'll just suddenly stop recording information.
That's an unfortunate way to describe your own brain.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, similar to me with something else.
What? I'm sorry, I kind of zoned out for a bit. I'm doing homework.
Oh.
I've already read the story, Con!
I've actually been asleep for the past 2 hours.
Man, you've been doing a lot of voices in your sleep, Noir. Holy shit.
Reading something.
He's just that good of a VA.
Wait, I'm in a Discord voice chat? No.
I thought it was on Twitch.tv.
I have legitimate short-term memory loss.
Yeah, that sucks, buddy. Man, that must be a rough thing to have.
I have short-term memory loss.
I have memory loss. Who are you people?
Okay. Ah, there goes the neck.
Man, board games just suck to try to read the instructions too for me.
I'm sorry.
I already read the line.
Oh, jeez.
It looks like I woke you.
Ava? If you're sleepy, don't overdo it. You rest first.
Thank you. Now I'm just going to go to the bathroom for a bit to wash my face.
You should take it easy and rest. Just gonna make yourself feel worse, you know.
I told you I'm fine. I'll be right back. After leaving only those words behind, I rapidly left the lobby. The lobby was partitioned off by a door, so as soon as I went into the corridor, they could no longer see me. The library was next to the servant room. Father always owned a vast collection of books. But ever since he started to become engrossed with his occult hobby, that collection grew even larger. So that the normal books suitable for a normal study have been forced down as his study overflowed. This so-called library was mostly used as a storage room for those normal books. They were all thick, like complete encyclopedias for intellectuals. But that was very convenient for me, now that I was investigating something. I entered softly, and just in case, I checked the room with my gun, ready to making sure there were no suspicious people there.
Ready to shoot the books.
Then I locked it from the inside. I actually wasn't thinking that the murderer might be hiding somewhere. What scared me was the thought that one of my siblings might hear what I was investigating. My heart had started racing before I realized it. I was half asleep just a moment ago, so I didn't realize how significant this thing I noticed was. But as I gradually became aware, my heart started to feel like it was about to explode. I wonder if any of the other siblings have noticed this.
I don't think Kraus and Rudolph will notice. But I don't know about Kyrie. She has extraordinarily good intuition. And I don't know about Rosa either.
Rosa's stupid too. She's always been incredibly so.
Really? I'd say she was wise enough to make you think she was stupid so that she didn't earn herself unnecessary malice.
Here it is. I wonder if we'll find it in this one. I pulled the book out and flipped through the pages. So this is a Sweetfish River. I see. This is what the Sweetfish River means. Don't dawdle around, research further. Yes, I understand. If you follow the river downstream, you will find a village. By using the character, does he mean a town or something?
Huh? Wait, that character.
I'm looking it up, I'm curious. I mean, I'm looking up on a Japanese dictionary.
There we go.
In my brain.
Please keep going, we're very close to the end of the chapter.
I think they left after you said that.
I'm still here. Sato.
By using the character Sato, does he mean a town or something? It's just an area of dense population, so there could be any number of those.
Why have you stopped thinking? Ugh. Oh, is this too much work for you? If only you just give up. If only you just hand the Yoshiramiya headship over to Kyrie.
I don't want to. I will become the head. This is my first and last chance. What is this village? What does it mean? Did you find one if you go down the river?
In the village, look for the shore the two will tell you of. Shore. Get it?
I understand. Sure. Pieces that I hadn't been able to understand at all began to snap into place all by themselves. I couldn't even remember to close my mouth.
Is she?
Please keep going.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I couldn't even remember to close my open mouth. My throat grew completely dry. Is it really okay for this to be the answer? Really? Really? But this isn't 6 characters at all. I'm absolutely sure this is the answer, but this doesn't reach 6 characters at all.
Did you stop thinking again? In that case, think of a way you could read it with 6 characters. If you can't think of one, then research it. There has to be an answer. You must not doubt that. Is believing in that too much for you? If only you just cry yourself to sleep and I didn't get to finish reading that line at all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, hold on a second. This is the line you want to finish.
And then you can just give up and die.
6 characters. I found it. This is the key to the Golden Land.
Yes.
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 The key to the Golden Land. The key to our childhood dreams. The only keyhole this key can be stuck in is that place. That has to be what offering the sacrifices means. I'm sure you get it by now, right?
What did she mean by this?
Man, that's where we're ending it.
Are we ending it here?
This would be
I
actually. This
know
would
you
actually
fucking
be.
lying.
This would be a very bad spot to end it.
All right.
Trust me, just keep going for a little bit longer.
Are you writing notes?
Way? This way. Go this way? They're inviting me to go this way? Ugh! My heart leapt. Because there, gaping wide, was an opened mouth in the eerie darkness. What's this? What is this? When I strained my eyes, peering into the darkness, I saw something that looked like a light switch. In addition, there was a switch with open and close written on it. When I resolutely pushed the switch, rough lights, like you'd find in a coal mine, turned on sporadically, making a staircase that stretched underground come hazily into view.
God, that's so different from the OG version. Like, the OG version of this shot's way eerier.
Yeah, I am getting it right now. Give me a
Please
sec.
do. It's so much. I think it's way better.
I have not seen the OG one myself because I went through with the PS3 sprites and background.
Anyway.
But yeah. So
In the
I'm looking in
meantime-
the reference room, and God, her fucking patchy eyes, her patchy slot eyes.
Fuck, where is it? I hate how the wiki organizes
Here,
this shit.
you look for that for right now. Keep going.
God?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just still onto something.
Oh, more notes?
Yeah.
Alright.
Eerily aloft, it looked even more gloomy with the lights turned on. Near the light switch was that open and close switch. It would probably open or close this, but if the open part happened to be broken, I might be shut away in this creepy underground area for all eternity. So for the time being, I didn't touch that switch. And as I readied my gun again, I slowly went down the stairs.
So, for context, I did find the original background. You can look at it in the reference room.
Whew! Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's creepy as shit. I love it.
Can't be that creep.
Very turquoise.
Turquoise, yeah.
The scariest of colors.
Nah, I prefer the one we have right now.
Oh, but
Not that one.
It looks creepier though.
It's too blurry.
Yeah, all of Ryukishi's old stuff is blurry.
Because he put a big
No. I mean, it looks way too blurry even for this.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that adds to the unnatural, uncanny feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. Pardon me, I almost burped in the mic again. Yeah, I'm not feeling the uncanny valley on this one, guys.
Alright.
Whatever you say.
I will say this: there is a one moment of there's a background, I believe, in one of the meta shots where, like, you can tell Ryukishi did like a select color and did not bother to fill in certain spaces within that background with that color, so it looks fucking raw.
Alright, so let's keep it going. Yes. Nyoro. Or are you gonna take notes? Okay.
Taking notes, sorry.
Oy.
Are you still doing written notes?
Oh, I can actually show one of the backgrounds because we've seen it. If you fucking
Sorry, I'm
that
still
looked
doing
fucking
written
raw.
notes.
That's fine.
For context, this background,
Oh,
look at
that's
how
good.
fucking raw.
Out of curiosity, Con, is it like the kanji stuff? Or is
Yeah,
it
it is.
I kind of hate to rush you, but can we keep it going a little bit?
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Just a little late. I'm sure some people want to kind of.
I mean, how much more do you got, Con?
I can get started again. Sorry.
Alright, it's fine.
The ceiling was very high, so it didn't feel cramped. On the contrary, it felt as though a cool breeze was blowing upwards, and that creepiness seemed to form a sort of aura. As I readied my gun and carefully stared forwards, I descended the stairs. The walls, the stairs, the lights, all of them were very old-fashioned. It was easy to suspect that this had been built back when the mansion had been constructed on this island. There were cracks in the ceiling, and water clung to the walls, constantly dripping down. That water fell into a gutter that had been set up along the stairs, then quickly and silently flowed into the underground darkness. As though it was telling me to go faster. The staircase kept turning back on itself. I don't know how far down I'd gone, but I think it's much deeper than one floor. Eventually, a rough metal door showed itself. And there, characters had been written in a dark red paint. They had probably been written a long time ago. On the 10th twilight, the journey ends, and you shall attain the power of the Golden Land's treasures, once and for the last time. My heart, which was already about to explode, jumped about even more as soon as I recognized those deep red characters. There's no mistake. This is the last stop. Father's Golden Land. I calmed my throbbing heart, somehow regained my composure, and readied my gun again. But since in the end I couldn't open the door with my gun held in both hands, I lowered the gun, carefully hiding my breath, and opened the door. This place is... My first impression when I saw the room was that it might be linked to one of the rooms in the mansion. That's right. It had exactly the same atmosphere about it as the sealed VIP room on the second floor. But this was underground, so there were no windows. But this was underground. There was only the solemn light of a grand chandelier. But even though it was dimly lit by the faint light, the quality of the interior was more than enough to take your breath away. Ah. A bed with a canopy and a rocking chair that looked like it would be comfortable to sit in. An extravagant sofa and carpet. The room was like a dream every girl yearns for at least once. And yet, since it was an underground hidden room with no windows, it felt more like the hidden house of a witch.
What? You good, Chief?
Probably typing.
I'd never swallowed the legend of Beatrice, Witch of the Forest. However, after being shown this room, it certainly became hard to doubt that she actually had existed and had lived in this room. Is someone there? Even though I was completely shocked by this room, I carefully, timidly, searched the interior with my gun raised. And at the back of the room, I found it. Ah. Eek. My gasp came out strangely like a bunny being choked. After all, after finding something like this, no one would be able to stop that kind of stupid voice from leaking out.
Why is B in streaming?
Oh, back.
What was that about?
It's here. It's really here. Father's gold! On the opposite side of the canopy bed, it was piled up in a massive heap. It was a mountain of gold ingots.
Man, you guys are like really unfazed by her solving the riddle of the epitaph.
I mean, I'm waiting for there to be more.
Okay.
I feel like something's going to happen.
All right.
But man, look at that gold, am I right?
Yeah, it's heavy. Apparently those numbers mean nothing.
Those numbers mean nothing because in the original they're not even fucking visible.
I think what's kind of funny though is in the original game, like you didn't like the fucking the art of the room didn't even show the fucking gold bars, and in this one they're just kind of there already. Also, yeah, this is Happiness of the Marionette. It's a bop.
A beautiful scarlet satin weave was laid on the mountain of gold, creating a beautiful three-color mix between the red, the gold, and the black of the deep darkness. It was as though when the witch slept on this bed, the gold would be a respectful chamberlain waiting on her. Nobly, refinedly, gracefully, beautifully. He was attentively piled there with an imposing air. When I tried to grab a single gold ingot, I was surprised at its weight. It was probably about 10 kilograms. Just this ingot would probably be worth more than 10 million. The Yoshirimiya family crest, the one-winged eagle, was lightly imprinted on it. It was hard to tell whether it had worn away or whether the impression had been made carelessly in the first place. But it was certainly the crest of the one-winged eagle. Just how many ingots were piled up there? By doing a quick count here and there and judging by the height, there had to be a few hundred at least. My mind's already gone blank, so I can't do the math well. Even a moderate guess would put it above the several billion yen. That's right. Of course. After all, there's 10 tons of gold, right? At the current value, that's more than 20 billion yen of gold. I found it. Before anyone else. I found it!
And this means nobody has to die, right? Right?
In front of the mountain of gold, I spread my arms and looked up at the ceiling. A laugh without a trace of dignity flowed out from my entire body. I had no intention of laughing in a weird way.
Hey, quick question. Did she actually, say what the connection she made to get here?
Nope. They're not going to give you the answer.
Pointedly so, no.
All you are being told is that the riddle can be solved.
The riddle can be solved, and it just got solved. And here is the goal.
But I couldn't hold back the happy feeling that was flowing through me. My older brother probably wouldn't accept his loss just because I found this gold. But from now on, there would be no changing the fact that I had been the one to find it. To steal away the headship of the family. After everything I've gone through now, that's a completely trivial problem. Even if I lose out on the Yoshirimiya family headship, I already have 20 billion yen worth of gold! At times I thought that money is such a worthless thing. I thought there were so many things in this world you can't buy with money. But now I see that it's just a lie! Just an excuse that the have-nots make for themselves! In front of this mountain of gold, I finally realized something so obvious! By using this money, I can give birth to all the happiness in the world! With this money, my husband's company is already saved! We will always be happy as a family! And I can even leave a vast sum of money to George! The rest of the relatives will eventually be ruined and disappear!
So much for happiness for all.
At that time, George will use this gold. And just like grandfather did, he will revive the Yoshirimiya family's lost honor. George is the true successor to the Yoshirimiya family! It happened!
Oh, fuck yeah.
My wish was granted! That dream I have wished for ever since I was born into this world as Yoshirimiya Eva has been granted completely at this very moment! My husband and I will be happy for all eternity! And I can also give my only son George eternal happiness! There's no way I'll waste it on foolish pleasures. My older brother has chewed the Yoshirimiya family to bits, but George and I will revive it. And that means I truly have succeeded in the Yoshirimiya family headship. I was successful. I did it, honey. And George. Your mother, finally succeeded. No one will be able to threaten us now. That's right. After this, never again will we be smothered by sad nights.
Congratulations, me. Congratulations, Ushirimiya Eva. Right here, right now, the sad half of our life will have its heart desire granted.
It's all thanks to you. I was given this chance because of your magic. Because of that chance, I was able to make it here.
Thank you. But my magic wouldn't have been granted if we both didn't believe in each other. So it isn't just the power of my magic. This is our victory. Because of that, congratulations. Us.
Thank you, me.
You know, I would like to point out something I just had a thought of. I have to wonder, is that like mini Eva, like Burncastle or Lambda Delta in disguise, just fucking with the game?
I think we may want to save that for the discussion.
I know. I wanted to just get it out before I forgot.
Though, don't worry. You know.
You could have typed it into the notes.
Yeah, but I wanted to get it out
you can bring
right
up
now.
stuff too. It's fine. Like.
Let us continue.
Well, I'll continue.
Thank you, Ushirimiya Eva. I'm glad I didn't give in before now. I'm glad that I didn't drown in sorrow and forget to keep struggling. No, this is my magic. Our magic. Your magic was the real thing. Beatrice, the Witch of the Forest, is nothing more than an illusion. You are the real witch, a wielder of real magic. That's right. Right now, you are the Golden Witch, Beatrice.
Why do I not like that?
Why don't you like it? Ava decided to leave for the time being. But she climbed the stairs again, trying to leave this secret place. She saw a creepy, swaying human shadow, blocking her path, and her dreamlike state was blown away.
Who is it?
For an instant, she believed that the true master of this room, the real Beatrice, had appeared. Seeing the other person was also holding a gun. The two of them were pointing guns at each other. And eventually they each realized who the other was.
Rosa? Nissan, what are you doing in a place like this? That's my line. What business do you have in such a place? I shouldn't have given you that hint, Ne-san. If I hadn't, I definitely would have been the first to reach this place. Too bad. It seemed that Rosa knew where the staircase went.
It seemed that Rosa knew where the staircase went, and what was waiting ahead of her. Yeah.
You should talk. Even though I reached this place before you.
I worry too much about the Sweetfish River. The Sweetfish part didn't really matter that much at all, did it?
That isn't true. It was an excellent hint, wasn't it? Well, of course, maybe there was no need for it to be Sweetfish.
Talk about a red herring.
Damn it!
Fuck you.
Damn it!
Yeah.
That actually works here!
It's really
Oh,
good.
fucking got it.
That actually fucking works here!
Wait, what?
It's technically a
red,
sweet fish.
a
Bone
red
made a
herring
pond.
is a kind of fish.
Um.
Oh, very. Your mic cut out super hard when you went flock.
Fuck!
The fuck was sent to the poop dimension.
But when I heard that Sweetfish are fish that go out into the sea, I was able to figure it out. What's inside? Why not see with your own eyes? It definitely won't betray your expectations. Ugh. Don't be afraid, Nason. I never had any interest in who becomes the head. I don't even care about the Ushiramiya family name. Honestly, I actually feel good about you stealing the headship from Kraus Nissan, who was always swaggering about because of it. Are you serious?
Of course. I'm the outsider of the Ushiramiya siblings. Even if Father had named me as the next head, there's no way Nissan would accept it. I try not to have such naive dreams. Let me see too, Nasan. This proof of your victory. As long as I receive the proper portion that the siblings agreed upon, I plan to proactively acknowledge you as the true victor in this game.
If you shoot me, then you'll have this gold all to yourself, won't you?
The same goes for you.
If you shoot me, this gold will be all yours.
For a tense moment, the sisters pointed their guns at each other.
Oh my god, I can get a drink.
Eventually, after they seized up the sides of the glint in the other's eyes, they lowered their guns. Ava removed her finger from the trigger and held the gun upside down. It was that position that she couldn't quickly shoot from. When she saw that, Rosa held hers the same way.
That's right. That plan of shooting the other and having all the gold ourselves is attractive for both of us. But if one of us suddenly disappeared on this island while it's isolated by a typhoon, there would be a huge uproar. If we hid the corpse here, it probably wouldn't be found easily, but we couldn't be sure. No matter how many billion yen worth of gold is on the line, it isn't worth the risk of committing murder. On the contrary, that would give Kraus Nissan and the others ammunition to ring us for all we're worth.
Huh?
I agree. It may have been a blessing in disguise that you're the one who showed up. Instead of Nissan or Rudolph, you're the sibling I trust most. Thank you. And you're the sibling I trust most, Nissan. I want to see the gold too. Wanna have a peek? Now I feel like seeing it again too. Even though I saw it with my own eyes, it still doesn't feel real. Unless I see it together with you and confirm once more that it actually exists. It feels like the gold will turn to fog and disappear.
Ava started descending the staircase once more. However, she didn't carelessly expose her back to Rosa. Even though at a glance it looked like Rosa had lowered her guard, she definitely didn't show any signs of carelessness. They then reached the room of the witch once more. Rosa also gasped, stunned, speechless by the vast amount of gold. Rosa and Ava walked absent-mindedly through the rose garden. They had left the guest house secretly, so they had to be careful when they returned. It was time to snap to it and keep their guards up.
Congratulations, Nasan. Thank you. You decided it, didn't you, Nasan? 50% goes to the one bearing the title of successor to the headship. It certainly worked out well for you.
Nancy?
No, that portion isn't Kraus Nissan's. So, your share is now 50%, along with a quarter of the rest, for a total of 12.5 billion yen. Isn't that incredible? 2.5 billion is enough for me. Rudolph Nissan won't complain either. I think Kraus Nissan will probably be the one to complain. Yeah, you're right. After all, Nissan is the de facto manager of Rokkenjima. And since the gold was on these premises, even though I was the first to discover it, things might get complicated if I don't handle it cleverly. It won't get complicated. Didn't we give it our all in a discussion last night with that in mind? I wonder if it will really go that smoothly. I've already completely gotten over my excitement. How we manage everything from here on is the real problem. That's a problem for the new head of the Ishiramiya family. A problem for you to enjoy, Nezan. It has nothing to do with me. That's some big talk coming from you. I'll support you as the second discoverer. If you'll at least give me the early payment we decided on. I'd like 150 million yen by March. Yes, that will be fine. If you support me, I'll graciously pay you that much. I'm not Nissan. Anyway, why don't we go and shock Nissan and the others? Even if we cover up the actual occasion, I want to see Kraus Nissan's shocked face as soon as I can. Wait a second, Rosa. Wait a while before telling everyone about it. Huh? Why? You idiot, isn't it obvious? This is that haughty Kraus Nissan and that sly Rudolph we're talking about. Even if we do announce it eventually, it's certainly too early now. Unless we carefully investigate how to make our next move. It's possible that all of the gold we finally found will be snatched away by Nissan.
Ava thought she was saying something extremely natural. So when she saw Rose's expression suddenly cloud over, she was a little surprised.
What are you unsatisfied about? You know what kind of person Kraus Nissan is. Nissan, that's against the rules. What do you mean? Didn't we make a rule that whoever found the gold would announce it immediately? If you hesitate, the foundation of the rules will be destroyed. And that could lead to something worse in the future. With Kraus Nissan as crafty as he is, that violation of the rules will come back to bite you. Don't be stupid. This is Nissan's island. And that gold just now wasn't cash. We're talking about the liquidation of a vast 10-ton mountain, right? It will take a significant amount of time to carry it off and turn it into cash. And that will only work in Nissan's favor since he has practical control over this island. Don't you even realize that? I don't like it when you search out each other's weaknesses like that. All I want is to reach a clear decision regarding my 2.5 billion portion. Of course, if you were to give me 2.5 billion in cash right now, you'd be free to continue negotiating however you like. But until I have my share in my own pocket, I will follow the siblings' rules. How can
Orange
you
banging
be so
pots and
naive?
pans.
The stuff's happening in the background.
You don't understand Nissan's craftiness at all.
It wasn't that Rosa didn't understand the craftiness of her older siblings. In that sense, Rosa more or less understood why Ava was being so cautious. But in her heart, she couldn't clear away her suspicion that Ava wanted to keep all of the gold to herself. She knew that Ava was at least as crafty as her other siblings. In other words, Rosa wanted to put a stop to any chance Ava had to keep the gold all to herself, by quickly informing the siblings of the gold's discovery.
Rosa, sorry, but at least listen to me this once. Are you saying that if I don't listen to what you say, you won't be able to get me that 150 million? That isn't the way I wanted to say it. But if you really need that money, supporting me is a more realistic option. If you talk to Nissan and Rudolph, even the portion that's your natural right might disappear. You don't want that, do you?
For a while, a severe expression that she'd never shown to her sister before rose to Rose's face. Very rosy. There wasn't even a trace of her restraint as a younger sister. Just the ruthlessness. No. The single human arguing about a vast sum of wealth that she needed right now. Ava made light of it, chuckling.
My. How careless we must be to stand around here talking like this. Even though a frightful murder case has just taken place and the culprit might still be on this island. I'm sure it was just the servants play acting. There were no murders on this island in the first place. Oh? So, you do think that after all? The circumstances surrounding those 6 deaths shows us that clearly. A crime from the outside couldn't have possibly created those 6 closed rooms. Dr. Nanjo said they were all dead, but that was a lie too. This is all a complicated act that Father cooked up. All of the servants are just playing dead. A murder never occurred in the first place. There's no way that there's a murderer prowling around. Huh! I'm surprised you noticed. You look pretty scared, so I didn't think you'd figured out so much. I'm good at reading the mood of a situation. I've got to thank you for training me so well.
I believe this is Ava talking.
That's right.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, now that the servants are dead, almost everyone on this island is a member of the Yoshiramiya family. As for Nanjo, he proclaimed the deaths of the servants. But when the relatives began to discuss the riddle of the epitaph, he disappeared off the second floor as if he didn't want to get in the way.
Hey, Orange, may I ask something? Sorry for pausing. Whenever Beatrice said in red, there were no more than 18 people on the island, was anybody dead at that time?
Are you asking this in the way that, like, how Danganronpa kind of says that, technically speaking, when someone's dead, they aren't a person?
I mean, if somebody, like, say 4 people are dead out of 18, but originally there was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Regardless of if anyone has lived or died, there are no more than 18 people on this Rokenjima.
Okay, so I guess that means that it's them. Alright.
I'm just saying, interpret that how you will. That's all I can really say.
I'm just wondering, was anybody dead when she said that?
When she died? Oh, no,
no,
there wasn't anybody dead at that time.
Okay, when she talked in red, alright then.
Go ahead. You're good.
All of it was an act to get us to try and solve that epitaph. And that's why you need to announce that you're the victor, Ne-san. There's no way that burnt corpse was really Father. He got a corpse with the right number of toes from somewhere, and went to all the trouble of burning it in that creepy way of his so we could see it. I'm sure he's hiding somewhere, watching to see how we'll behave. I'll bet he already knows you've reached the Golden Land, Nissan. That's why you should announce that you're the winner soon. I'm sure Father will appear out of nowhere to applaud you and proclaim that you're his successor. Then again, I've still got to pester you for that 150 million. So I can't stand against you in any way. So you listen to what I say and keep quiet about this to Nissan and the rest. Make your position clear. Rosa. I want to tell them. We made that rule just last night. We shouldn't just throw it away. Of course I will. I'll announce it in front of the siblings. However, I want to closely analyze the situation first. We've got to carry out 10 tons of gold, convert it into money, and distribute it fairly. Until I have proof I can do all that without Nason getting in the way, I want some time to think. I only want to postpone my announcement until then. I'm certainly not keeping it secret because I want it all for myself. You'll definitely announce it to everyone sooner or later, right? Yes, of course. Even I want to rub it in Nissan's face as soon as I can. About how much time do you think you will need to think? I won't know that until I've thought about it. Will one night be enough? I can't promise you that it'll take only one night. Out of respect for you, the successor, I'll support you for one night. This year's family conference will end tomorrow morning when the typhoon passes and a boat comes to get us. That's right. When the seagulls cry. I will remain silent until then.
Said
it.
You still feel you need more time after that, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there, okay?
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
I'll support your position. To the best of I didn't get to finish reading that line, you have an itchy trigger finger.
It's best to your ability.
I'll support your position to the best of my ability. You really are cunning, aren't you? I'm surprised. Were you always this resilient? I guess it's true that women become stronger when they have a child. I realized that in myself when I had Maria.
Oh yeah, your fucking backhand got stronger.
Yo, the eclipse of the moon made the hand hit harder.
Look, man, she's got strong hands. I'm sure Maria can give a good review of it. She's felt it enough.
During the lunar eclipse, I hit Maria 2 times as much.
God, I need some fucking ibuprofen.
Alright, understood.
That was horrible.
No, really, I need some ibuprofen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Food, water,
How much?
breast image.
How much more do we got today?
This is like we're so fucking close.
You're close.
Understood. For the time being, thanks for your cooperation. We can all talk about tomorrow when it comes. Yes, that's right.
I'm convinced that you'll become a fair-minded successor to the headship. One who'd never even consider taking all of the gold for herself. Isn't that obvious? I will split the gold evenly among the siblings.
She lied as naturally as she breathed.
No way. I found it. Because we solved the riddle of the epitaph. So this gold is all mine. I won't give it up to anyone. I am the head of the Yoshiromiya family. I am.
Go ahead and try to see through me. The witch inside Ava claimed exclusive possession in a loud voice. That didn't reach even close to Rose's ears, and it probably didn't even reach Ava's ears either.
Indeed. I shall acknowledge it.
This is not young Ava.
Alright.
Indeed.
I shall acknowledge it. You are the true head of the Yoshiromiya family, chosen by the witch's epitaph. Now, I acknowledge it upon my name.
You are... that outfit. You couldn't actually be... Beatrice?
Maybe Beatrice was happy that Ava had called her by her own name. She cackled cheerfully. In concert with that laugh, gold butterflies crept up as though a storm of gold dust was spinning around the room, and the room shone the color of gold.
Indeed. I am the Golden Witch Beatrice. There is no need to be so frightened.
Notes?
Kinda, you want to write notes?
I'm your exploits. Truly excellent. Imagine what you would spectacularly solve that riddle of the epitaph. It is worthy of my admiration.
You're the one who sent that letter. So, I'll inherit all of the gold in the Yoshiromiya family headship, right? You wrote that in your letter. And I overcame that challenge.
Indeed. I shall acknowledge it. Right now, all the gold piled up here and everything in the Yoshiromiya family is for you to do with as you please. After all, from this moment on, you were already the Yoshiromiya family head.
Really? It's true. Right? Right?
Do not be agitated. I am openly praising you. As proof, I shall grant you this.
Beatrice took a ring off of her own finger and held it out to Ava. She fearfully accepted it and realized that it was a ring.
Could this be...
Indeed. This golden ring is proof of the Yoshiromiya family headship, returned to me from Kinzo. From now on, it is yours. You may place it on your finger and hold it high before your siblings. No one should doubt that you have now succeeded the Yoshiromiya family headship.
Ava stared closely at the ring. It certainly wasn't fake. Without a doubt, it was the real thing. She dreamed of receiving the ring someday, focused on this day over and over again. And it was now, finally, a certainty. This ring had now designated her as the head, and had been handed over to her. And, timidly, she put it on the middle finger of her left hand. In that instant, she felt a deep emotion welling up inside her that she'd never felt before. Her mind grew blank. Both eyes were opened. That ring was on her own finger. Not in a dream, but in reality.
That ring is also pleased. After all, it managed to reach you. One who dreamed of putting it on their finger for so long.
The ring. Father's ring.
How many nights have you dreamed of putting that ring on your finger as you have done now? The strength of those feelings became your magic and materialized itself. Now, you are worthy of calling yourself a great witch.
Who are you? Are you really Beatrice?
I am the Golden Witch, Beatrice. The Ushiramiya family alchemist. In accordance with my contract with Kinzo, I will now pass everything on to you. All of the gold I entrusted Kinzo with, and all of the wealth he built up through that, and the honor of the headship of the Ushiramiya family. And I will pass on my power and the title of the Endless Witch.
The title of the witch.
I will pass on all of my magical power and the titles of the Golden Witch and the Endless Witch. Following my predecessor's example, I will hand over my name, Beatrice, along with that title. You may now call yourself by that name.
Ava gulped. The chandelier light, which seemed dim, now felt too bright.
By my name, I shall now commence the succession of the Golden Witch!
Whoa!
The instant Beatrice made that proclamation, everything was buried by a golden sparkle, and changed into a majestic place like an audience hall. In the audience hall there was a crowd of Beatrice's minions and brethren, as well as countless gold butterflies celebrating the first succession ceremony in 1,000 years. When she looked, she saw Beatrice on the throne that only the Endless Witch was permitted to sit in, holding a golden staff, reigning with a dazzling dignity. Without being ordered to by anyone, Ava automatically kneeled, hanging her head. A goat attendant respectfully handed Beatrice a golden staff in the shape
Sorry, the fucking goat always gets me.
the giant swole goat, the shape of the one-winged eagle. After Beatrice stood up and received that staff, she laid the tip of it on Ava's shoulder and spoke. It was a proclamation 1,000 years in coming.
Ushiramiya Ava. You have spectacularly solved the riddle of the witch's epitaph and reached the Golden Land. I praise that accomplishment and hand over all of the endless magic as well as the titles of the Golden Witch and the Endless Witch. From this point forth, you may call yourself by my name, Beatrice. Come, raise your face. Then stand and accept this staff.
I am most grateful.
I have changed it in the roles to Ava Beatrice. Well, actually, it's Avatrice. Just call her Ava Beatrice or Avatrice.
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 Ava stood up dazzlingly and took the magic staff from Beatrice's hand. Her hand was trembling slightly. Yes, Ava Beatrice. soon as she grasped the staff, she was wrapped in the brilliant sparkle of gold, as though gold butterflies were flowing out from inside of her. In the instant she succeeded the Golden Witch, Ibn felt something in the depths of her soul to be reborn. To describe it in a word, it was energy. Energy with a gold color. It felt like she was waking up, though she'd been half asleep ever since she had been born, and was opening her eyes for the very first time. It felt as though her true eyes inside her eyes were open for the first time in her life. There she is!
Yeah! Comparisons.
Dang, that's a sick outfit though.
Look, there they are!
No, there I am! Oh, Lambda and Burn.
Where's me?
Oh man, Lambda doesn't look impressed. Lambda looks annoyed.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Indeed. A fitting and beautiful outfit for the Golden Witch. Come, you may show yourself to all of these people. Let them know that the new witch is indeed you.
Ava, no. The new Beatrice turned around timidly. When she did, the witch's minions, which filled the vast audience hall, honored her with applause that sounded like the roaring of the sea. Fuck. The second it said the witch's minions, I thought about the fucking minions from Despicable Me.
God damn it!
God damn it.
Oh, you get that really? You get that really?
There's an artist on Twitter that redrew a bunch of Umineko characters as minions.
Oh my god.
And it's really good for no fucking reason.
Is that the one that did the Makima minion?
I don't know.
No, it is not.
Oh, that Makima minion's
Here,
great.
we can worry about the Umineko minion project later.
I think that is there spoilers on that? I think
Yes,
some of them,
still.
yes. We can cherry pick which ones we're gonna show off. Though.
Yes.
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 All right, come everyone.
Come, everyone. Replace all of the portraits of Beatrice with the new Beatrice. Lift up words of celebration for the new Beatrice.
Oh damn!
Yeah, there she is.
New portrait.
Hey,
Hey, Robu, remember when you asked, can I look up Beatrice's portrait? Yeah, this is specifically why you fucking can't. You still
Now,
can't.
Beatrice.
You still can't, though.
Congratulations on the succession of the Golden Witch. I hope that you will become able to stand on your own as a proud Golden Witch, as the Endless Witch.
Yes. I will do my best.
I expect a composure befitting the Endless Witch from you, unlike your naughty predecessor.
Okay, for the viewers at home, Roboot asked, "Hey, so, can I look up stuff now?" Essentially,
And my dumbass mistyped, forgot to put the T at the end of can.
So he just all caps said, "You can look anything Umineko anyway."
And then I quickly added a lowercase t to it.
Anyways, all right, do your oh-ho-hos.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she did it.
Why did like 3 people do oh-ho-hos?
Teacher, we're in the middle of a serious ceremony, so please enough of that.
Congratulations on the succession of the Golden Witch. New Beach Summer. I'm called Renove. I'm one of the 72 demons permitted to serve the Golden Witch. If you are ever inconvenienced in the slightest, please let me know at once.
Thank you.
Runaway is rude, but reliable.
How slanderous of you, milady.
If anything confuses you in your new days as a witch, to speak to this man and he should be able to help you.
Predecessor Beatrice Summer. It is a shame that I was not permitted to serve you further. even though we have finally been reunited like this. These last 1,000 years have been very entertaining for me. You have my deepest gratitude.
Indeed. 1,000 years with you wasn't boring. Please, take care of the new witch.
Yes. I, Runaway, will obey the final order of the former Beatrice.
You better thank me, okay? I gave my signature to recommend you for the sixth section of the Golden Witch, got it? In other words, if I hadn't signed, you wouldn't have been able to become a witch. So thank me a little, okay?
This is the Witch of Certainty, Lady Lambda Delta. The recommendation of a witch from the Senate was required for your succession as an Endless Witch. Lady Lambda Delta recommended you and became your guardian.
Thank you.
Hey, be a toe. This kid isn't grateful enough. I think I'll take back that recommendation.
A person making these recommendations shouldn't act like a child, right? If you've signed, make sure you take responsibility.
Lady Lambda Delta is also the Witch of Certainty. The Witch of Certainty prefers to make fate firm, to create a fate of certainty. She really liked and highly valued your efforts until today.
Well, you had that unfortunate childhood, all that unrewarded effort. I can sympathize just a bit with that. It's not like I felt sorry for you or anything, so don't be so full of yourself.
From my point of view, your succession, well, it was more of a coincidence than a miracle. It isn't worthy of my recommendation.
This is Lady Burncastel. She's quite hard to please. Still, you could say that just having her participate in the celebration makes you exceedingly lucky.
I only came because this is a rare once-in-a-millennium event. And I heard there'd be some good sake.
Oh, Josh, you're needed.
New Beatrice Sama. Please, come greet us as well.
Huh? Oh! I'm pleased to meet you.
Why is Lucifer Ronave now?
Am I doing Ronave? Fuck, I was trying to do Frieza.
You were a little French there for a little bit.
God damn it, I do that on accident.
The seven sisters of Purgatory were gathered in a line. The eldest sister, Lucifer, took a step forward and kneeled.
This is furniture that serves me. As a gift to celebrate your inheritance, I will send them to you. Once you succeed the position of Golden Witch, you will need to carry out the resurrection ceremony for yourself. The seven sisters of Purgatory perform an essential role in that ceremony.
To answer Roboot's question of nobody has to die, right? There's your
We're on
answer.
episode 3!
There's your answer, Roboot.
Yes! I'm thinking of that one meme right now where it's, you know, that one character going, so there no one's gonna die, right? Right?
You have to carry out the resurrection ceremony yourself. What do you think that means?
What is with you and tits?
Let's continue. I gotta pee.
They're a villainous bunch, but they serve their purpose. Have them do whatever you wish.
We'll always be by Beatrice-sama's side. Please, order us to do anything you desire. We'll accomplish our tasks without fail.
After that, many nobles and minions visited and offered words of congratulation for the new witch. She responded to them confusedly. She felt as though she was growing lightheaded due to the lack of oxygen. She couldn't tell if this was something real or unreal. There's just one thing that she could understand. A feeling of achievement at being permitted to call herself the Golden Witch. That alone was a truth that she could definitely understand.
She looks like a character from a Clamp novel.
Looks like a Toho character. What is all this? Hey everybody, I'm here now. Of course I'm not gonna spoil the story, but what in the world does it mean? Aunt Ava's the new Beatrice? Seems she turned into a witch? What the hell?
I was also surprised.
Why is she small?
To think someone would be able to solve that riddle. However, that is the rule. I must follow it and pass on the position of Golden Witch and my name.
It is hardly something to be surprised about. At the very beginning, you wrote that rule in a letter and announced it. Eva-sama was simply the first to be successful. That is all there is to say.
Regalia, are you there? I don't think Regalia's there. We probably should just stop here. Oh.
Yes,
Oh, there you are.
here I am.
What does this farce mean? The depiction of strange witches showing up one after another is some of her bullshit. Isn't it almost like Aunt Ava turned into a witch?
Calm yourself. She has simply received the title of Endless Witch, and might her call herself that in the future. This succession ceremony is certainly nothing more than an act to promote that child's explanation. Don't fall for the same move over and over again.
That's right. That whole grand ceremony was all phony. But it's at least the fact that Aunt Ava solved the riddle of the epitaph. At the same time, that means that she succeeded to assure me a family headship. Getting 10 tons of gold. Aunt Ava might as well call herself the Golden Witch. Is that it? Damn. It's as complicated as ever.
My.
Pardon me.
Is the boorish human unable to comprehend the grandeur of this ceremony? Oh well. Being unable to read between the lines is what makes you human. I pity you, but I do not blame you.
Ah, damn it. Don't look at me like you feel sorry for me. Still, for the time being, something I need to check. Let's grab this younger version of Ava. In other words, the definition of this new Beatrice. What is that?
Even if I tell of it, you will just persist in your disbelief in magic and witches, correct? So there's nothing in particular for me to explain. Feel free to believe in whatever it seems to be to you.
There it is. New profile pic.
Oh, what it seems to be to me? Then how should I interpret this?
For now, it might not hurt to view it as a visualization of a separate entity inside you shooting me at Ava. Regalia!
Of course, you cannot blindly accept that answer, but it is probably a reasonable theory to hold for the time being.
In other words, I should think of Aunt Ava and her as the same person, right? Damn. I don't like where this is going.
In any case, from now on, my name is no longer Beatrice. I have passed it on to Ushiramiya Ava. Which means that I am nameless. Battler, don't you have some name that'd be fitting for me? I shall accept your recommendation. How about a name that's refined, full of elegance, and a little cute if you can?
How about Zazz It Up?
How about bitch?
Oh, hey!
Just Beato is good enough for you. A big enough difference between Beato and Beatrice to keep you from getting confused.
Oh, the same old Beato, is it? It doesn't feel wrong, but it's boring for some reason. Ugh.
They say the temperature of black tea and a woman's heart are difficult to gauge in any era.
Battler-kun. At any rate, stay calm from this point onwards. The fact that we can now tell her and Ushiramiya Ava apart works to our advantage. Compared to the time when that child was still Beatrice.
Roboot, I don't think Ava obtained drip is a necessary note here.
Please use the notes for actual
It's
notes.
not even drip, it's just a dress!
Yeah, but
it's
a drippy dress.
I don't know. I feel like
That's
I
not-
still feel like there are better dresses
Ava
than that.
Beatrice got them Tims.
That's also not really necessary.
Yeah, she got Tims under that dress.
Bullshit. No, on the spray they're clearly heels or boots.
Sorry, but that really wasn't necessary.
That's exactly why I like it even less.
Because it's a terrible dress?
Oh, it's a cute dress.
Wait, it's a good dress. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Purple doesn't suit her.
Lambda's dress is right there, and Ava's dress is what you're picking at.
To be fair, Lambda rocks it
I
because
think-
she's
You got a problem with my fucking dress scrub?
Lambda's outfit is very
I can't
pop
believe we're
and
fighting over
cute, and you will
dresses.
respect it.
I will say, I think
Where
that
are we,
the
Fly?
I think that the Avatrice Pachinko sprite actually is pretty decent, pretty good.
You all are arguing about drip, yet I, Runaway,
Better
have
than-
the most drip out of all of you.
Better than our normal sprite.
I'm just saying, maybe if her dress was a few purple shades lighter, it would be better, but
That
right
looks
now,
good.
not
Come on.
It looks good.
Fine.
It goes.
But
both
here's the
black
thing,
and
right?
red.
I think there are better dresses in the Umineko, especially with Beatrice right there. But
It works.
this is not a bad dress. I wouldn't call it drippist.
Ow, I'm pulling my ponytail out of my hair because my head's really starting to throb.
That's exactly why I like it even less. What's she thinking? Beato. Over there, the witches formed a long line to bless on Ava, where the figure of her younger days now possessed the name Beatrice, like a witch's coronation. The countless gold butterflies flapped their wings, directing the fantastical gold sparkling space, and were all praising her. They stared from the distance, looked at the newly born Beatrice, who had a slightly embarrassed smile on her face, which had been lost and confused at first. Her expression, which had been lost and confused at first, seemed to be full of the happiness that she was finally starting to recognize. The expression didn't look at all like someone laughing insanely while standing before the gold. The innocence of a person basking in their own joy. As a person who denied the existence of witches, I couldn't view this succession ceremony with a joyful expression and accept her. However, when I looked at that innocent smile, I felt like I wanted to offer my blessings, just for that moment. That was beautiful when strong efforts bear fruits and are rewarded. On Ava, who had always yearned to succeed the headship, and who had worked hard since her youth without reward, had spectacularly taken hold of the chance given to her by the riddle of the epitaph. and finally gained that position. How divine is the smile of a person whose childhood dreams have been granted. I definitely won't accept witches. But Badler put his hands together, making a small sound. It didn't reach her ears, but it did bless her. Congratulations, Aunt Ava. You spectacularly solved the riddle of the epitaph before anyone else. It's your victory without any complaints. I don't accept all that about the Golden Witch and so on, but I will accept you as the new head of the Ashurmia family. And I'll celebrate that sincerely.
Aww.
As I were urged on by Badler's applause, Beato also clapped. It was a slightly odd scene. Badler and Beato, who opposed each other, were standing side by side and applauding the same person. I'm not applauding for a witch. I'm clapping for all of Aunt Ava's efforts up until now.
As am I. I offer my sincere applause, the blessing to Ava, who spectacularly solved that epitaph.
I don't like applauding with you. Well, I'll decide that I won't worry about it now. Divine punishment won't fall on me just because I clap with you every once in a while.
Because I guess Bonu is supposed to be a GIF.
Oh yeah, it's a GIF. Here.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, for context, people, her fighting game stance, for no fucking reason, has so many frames.
Yeah.
Of animation.
Yeah, that's her idle animation.
It might just because it wasn't a hard animation to do.
Bone, literally canon stance is just him with his sword, energy sword out. It's just standing there. This was probably the easiest.
Can you post that one?
Let me find it.
I mean, it's probably the easiest that they can do the most motion for. They probably enjoyed doing it. They probably, like, just really enjoyed what they were doing.
Oh, here, we should probably get back to the thing now.
It's not so bad every once in a while. Still, it is fun to applaud. Even though it was Ava who was successful and not me, for some reason I'm starting to feel happy too.
That's because blessing someone means the same thing as sympathizing and sharing with them.
I see. Then I have even shared this irrational happy feeling with you. Since we are a pair of enemies trying to make each other surrender, it is an odd experience.
Well, just for now. Let's have a truce and clap, okay? Beato laughed impishly, playing around and applauding even louder, though eagerly trying not to lose to Badler as she clapped. Badler went along with her and clapped even louder. When he did, as though some ceremony had ended, everyone applauded and highly praised the reborn Beatrice. It was just as though Badler and Beato's applause had been the final thing needed for her succession. Shout out to Marionette of Happiness in the Marionette. It's a good fucking song. Alright, and we're done.
Yep, hey, here's the Canon's idle stance in the fighting game.
So, is that the end of the chapter? No, it is not.
No, that's the end of the chapter, because now that's the new... because now
I meant the episode. But, alright, yeah, we should have some of those fighting game animations as our bit donation animations.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
I will say this, I can reveal it now since we've gotten to Canon Energy Sword. Canon unfortunately has kind of the lamest super in the fucking game. In terms of animation and, like, set pieces, because all he does is slash you a lot. Yes, Canon is a rushdown character.
I mean, I'm looking at that animation right now. Like, there's some decent animations of that.
Animations?
No, I'm looking at it in the fucking live general. Chill.
Okay, I thought you said look up, and I got very concerned.
No, I'm looking at.
Woo!
I did save this additional meme. Okay, there's nothing spoiler about it, but it is funny. I just put, what is it? Yeah, I think I can share it. There's nothing there. Put Maria.
E Rosa.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Pretty.
It's very cute. I like that.
Could we skip the discussion tonight and do it
We
next time?
sure can.
My head
We
is
can do
throbbing
it
and it feels
next
like I'm gonna
time.
throw up.
Yeah.
Very understandable. Holy shit. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
That's understandable. Okay.
You really need some good allergy medication.
Sorry for pushing you so hard, I guess. Believe it or not, Avatris does not play like Angie, but somebody else does. We'll not share who. Anyways, as you can see, we're having some health concerns. We're going to end for right now.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night.
Well, that was fun.